Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric, my co-host Mr. Brody, and we're bringing you another game from Digital Dimond Baseball. It's been a while since we played Digital Dimond Baseball. We're playing a 2017 replay, as play-along kind of thing. We download data packs every 2 weeks, but we got a couple months into it, and we had a file that either got corrupted or we might have tried to download it twice or something, and it didn't load. So we weren't able to do that. We kind of shied away from that until, for a while played some other games, but got an itch to play Digital Dimond Baseball again, as we've been avoiding it. So we're going to start a Greatest Teams League, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that 2017 league when we figure out what might have gone wrong in that. But anyway, we did play one game off camera. We're going to be playing the 1946 Red Sox in this, and I think there's one other Boston team, the 1915 Red Sox. We'll probably play those teams, and any matchups that look good, maybe we'll play a few other games in there too. But yeah, it was kind of a shellacking here. As you can see, the Chicago Cubs of 1906 totally beat up on the 1946 Red Sox led by Ted Williams by scoring 9 runs in the top of the 4th. So it's pretty much a shellacking here. Pretty much the whole lineup, everybody produced. No homers by Chicago, which was a dead ball team. And the Red Sox, Ted Williams did hit a home run, but it was too late by then. And Ferris looked good through the first 3 innings, but then the 4th inning he just could not get anybody out. Well, the first two and a half innings or so, maybe. Anyway, but so yeah, so that was pretty disappointing. But so we're gonna play another game from that tonight. We're gonna play the 1915 Red Sox against the 1944 St. Louis Cardinals. And we will manage the Red Sox. And we're going to switch this around a little bit just so we don't have a whole bunch of lefties together. Speaker, yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. And then, let's see here, Duffy, 291, yeah, he's good to have there. We'll just break up the lefties a little bit. I think that's good right there. Kind of breaks up our lefties a little bit. Still want Tris Speaker to stay in third, though. So, no more than 2 lefties in a row. I think that's pretty good there. Alright, we just had a quick whim to play this anyway, so we haven't really loaded any pictures yet, but we'll get around to that later on. But we play a game tonight just to get back in the swing of things. So you're on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals. 1944 is going to be Jack Kramer. He was 17-13 on the season with 2.49 ERA. And the lineup for the visiting 1915 Red Sox is as follows: Heine Wagner. I don't think any relation to Honus Wagner. I don't think he is anyway. The second baseman batting first. Larry Gardner, the third baseman, will bat second. Tris Speaker, the right fielder, will bat third. Batting cleanup, Lewis Duffy, the left fielder. Batting fifth would be Dick Hobitzel, the first baseman. Batting sixth, Del Gaynor, the center fielder. Behind the plate is Pinch Thomas. The shortstop, Everett Scott, will bat 8th. And on the mound, batting 9th, will be Rube Foster. So that's your lineup for your visiting Boston Red Sox, who I will manage. So Kramer looks in for the sign from Hayworth. Here's the windup and the pitch. And I do notice a Red Sox on here. Well, he was a Red Sox for a period of time. Vern Stevens at shortstop. The only name I really recognize on the whole St. Louis 1944 lineup. I'm thinking that was during the Civil War. I mean, the Civil War, yeah, during World War II. So there were probably a lot of players off to war then. I know Ted Williams was, among others, Johnny Pesky and them. So there weren't many regular starters in here too. So I guess they considered that still one of the greater teams. So anyway. So next up, let's see what happens there. So Kramer flies out to left. Next up will be Larry Gardner. And we didn't really check out Kurt Heine's stats. Let's check his out. So he was a .240 hitter, 29 runs batted in, and 8 stolen bases. Larry Gardner, who's up now, is a .258 hitter with a homer and 55 runs batted in, and has 11 stolen bases, caught 12 times. Not much of a stealer there. So here's the pitch by Kramer. Oh, let's go. And that will be a fly ball to left, and Moore run it down for out number 2. Next up, Tris Speaker. Speaker was a .322 hitter in 1915 with 69 runs batted in. And he'll strike out. So after 1/2, it's Boston nothing, St. Louis coming up. Let's check out the St. Louis lineup. So actually, check out the Boston pitching. Rube Foster. Jack Kramer. No, that was Jack Kramer. Hold on. That's right. That's what this does. You got to click on over here. All right, Rube Foster on the mound. 19-8 record in 1915 with .211 ERA. So the lineup for the hometown St. Louis Cardinals is as follows. Ellis Clary, the third baseman, bats first. Don Gutteridge, the second baseman, bats second. Shortstop Vern Steven will bat third. Batting cleanup will be the right fielder Milt Barnes. Or Burns. Batting fifth will be Mike Krivich, the center fielder. First baseman George McQuinn bats sixth. Gene Moore, the left fielder, bats seventh. Batting eighth is Red Hayworth, and on the mound batting ninth is Jack Kramer. So Ellis Cleary steps in the box. .265 hitter with four runs batted in. Wow. Interesting how they picked him as a starter. But they did. Foster looks in for the sign from Thomas. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it'll be a deep fly ball to right field. Lewis will drift to his right and makes the catch. So one down now. That'll bring up Don Gutteridge, the second baseman. Gutteridge is a .245 hitter with 3 homers and 36 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Foster. And that will be a soft ground ball to third. Gardner fields it, throws over to Hoblitzel for the out. So 2 quick outs in the St. Louis first. Brings up Vern Stevens. Stevens hit .293 with 20 homers and 109 runs batted in. And he'll lace a single for the first hit of the game as Lewis throws it back in. So the Cardinals have a 2-out Actually, those are the Browns, not the Cardinals. That's why I didn't notice a lot of the names. My bad on that. I didn't notice it was the American League. So St. Louis Browns. So that kind of would make sense for St. Louis to have a greatest teams league during the World War II era. So Milt Barnes up now, as Al is playing Tannenberg. Hey Al, check out his station. Al, Red Sox fan, does a lot of these retro games, including Digital Dimond Baseball. Great channel, so check it out. Al, Red Sox fan. Does a lot of live streaming too. A lot of baseball and football, along boxing and war games and whatnot, whatever tickles his fancy. So alright, so let's see here. So Milt Barnes, 295 with 4 homers and 45 runs batted in, up to the plate now with 2 outs and a... Oh, as Stevens took an extra base on error, so he had a single and an error on Lewis. So Lewis did commit the error. So runner in scoring position now for Burns. And it'll be a fly ball to center. Gainer makes a one-handed catch for the out. So after one full, no score between the Boston Red Sox and the St. Louis Browns. So it'll be Lewis, Hoblitzel, and Gainer up for the Browns. And hard line drive to short, caught by Stevens. Let's check out Lewis. We didn't check out his stats. So Lewis is a 291 hitter with 2 homers and 76 runs batted in. So Hoblitzel up now, first baseman. 283 hitter with 2 homers and no runs batted in. Wow, how could that can't be right? Yeah, you can't have 400 at bats and no RBIs. So must be a typo there or something. Something's wrong there. So he'll ground out to second for out number 2. We have Del Gainer, their center fielder. Gainer, 295 hitter on the season with a homer and 29 runs batted in. And he'll hit a shallow fly ball to left, more drift to his right, and make the catch. After 1.5, still no score. Krivich will lead it off for the Browns. Krivich comes, hit 301 on the season with 5 homers and 44 runs batted in. And he fisted to third base. Gardner charged it and throws it to Hoblitzel for the out. So 1 down in the St. Louis second. For first baseman George McQuinn. McQuinn hit 250 with 11 homers and 72 runs batted in 1944. Pitch by Foster. And that'll be a base hit. Base hit to center. So 1 on and 1 out for the Browns. Brings up Gene Moore. Gene Moore hit 238 with 6 homers and 58 runs batted. Still, other than Vern Stevens, not much to show for stats for the Browns. See if he gets the lead. Unable to get the lead is McQuinn. And deep fly ball to center. Gainer will drift to his right and make the catch. So 2 outs. McQuinn goes back to first. Red Hayworth up now. Hayworth hit 301 with 5 homers and 44 runs batted in. See See if you can put the Browns on the board here. And that will be a high hopper to second. Wagner has it and throws the Hopeless for the out. So no runs, 1 hit, and a man left on base. So it'll be Thomas, Scott, and Foster up for the Red Sox against Kramer. Thomas hit .236 with 21 runs batted. Hey, Miss Mags. Yeah. Mags has come in to say hi. Got a lot to say here. What's up, girl? So he'll need a 725 and above to get on base. Get back into our style of calling this game with the numbers. So it's going to be a ground ball to Stevens. Throws to McGuinn for the out. Looks like Miss Mags wants to lay in Brody's bed. Is he going to let her? We'll see. It's not. Good job, Mr. Brody. Hold your ground. So 1 out for Everett Scott, the shortstop. He's got a .201 hitter with 28 runs batted in. We'll need a 769 and above to get on. And he will. That'd be the first base hit for the Red Sox. Gets a 1-out single. So the corners are going to play in for pitcher Foster, expecting a bunt. Foster, surprisingly, a .277 hitter, so a good hitting pitcher with a homer and 9 runs batted in. That's better than a lot of the players we've seen for the Browns anyway, and some for the Red Sox. So we will definitely bunt. I think actually, he's a good hitter. We're going to swing away. We'll swing away. Maybe we can catch him off guard here. Punch one through. And nope. Hard line drive to short. Stevens will pick it out of thin air. So he lines out. Wagner digs in. So he is 0 for 1 on the day. He'll need a 690 and above to get on. And he'll draw a walk. So that'll put runners on first and second with 2 down. So Gardner with an RBI opportunity here. Gardner 0 for 1 on the day. And hard ground ball to third. Clary will field it. Throw it to McGuinn for the out. So nothing doing for the Red Sox in the top of the third. So up to 2.5 and no score. Some Mags is on the back of the chair here. Alright, so pitcher Kramer will lead it off for the Browns in the bottom of the third. 165 hitter with 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. Need a 781 and above to get on. And hard line drive to short. Scott will jump and make the catch. So to bring up the top of the order, Clary. Clary's 0 for 1 in the day. 664 and above to get on. And that'll be a ground ball to third. Gardner will field it. Fire across the diamond to Hobletzel for the out. So 2 outs in the St. Louis third. Cutridge up now. 0 for 1 in the day. And he'll lace a single to center. So a 2-out single for Gutteridge. So that'll bring up Vern Stevens, who singled and reached second on an error by Lewis. He'll need a 672 and above to get on, and a 764 and above will be a base hit. And Foster's shallow pop up to first. Hobletzel backpedaling on the edge of the grass and makes the catch. So that'll do it for the St. Louis in the third. So after 3 fulls, still no score. Speaker, Lewis, and Hobletzel up for the Red Sox. Speaker will lead it off. He's 0 for 1. 606 and above to get on. And he'll lace a single to left. So Speaker on. Speaker could steal a few bags, but 20. Well, he's also caught stealing 25 times. So let's see what we got for Lewis here. Maybe we'll do a little hit and run, possibly. He's a 291 hitter. Yeah, I think I want to do a little hit and run. Does he strike out a lot? Not really. Well, kinda. We'll go for that. We'll try a hit and run here. And hard line drive to short. Steven pulls it in. Oh no! Double play. So the hit and run backfires, and Stevens is able to catch the line drive and throw to McQuinn to get a runner out. So that backfires there. Hope it's all up now. He's 0 for 1. Gutteridge with 11th, throwing to McQuinn for the out. So no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on base after 3.5. 0-0. So Burns up now. Burns 0 for 1 in the day. 627 and above to get on. And that's a hard ground ball to first. So we'll make the play unassisted for out number 1. Krivich steps into the box. And high fastball, shallow pop up the first. And he'll run it down for the out. So 2 outs and nobody on for the Browns. Quinn digs in the box, 1 for 1 on the day. And he'll draw a 2-out walk. 2 outs and a runner on first for Moore. Moore 0 for 1 in the day. 720 and above to get on. See if he can get the lead. Does not get the lead. McQuinn. But Moore will lace a single up the middle. See if he's going to take the extra base. And he will. And Gaynor will bobble the ball, attempting to throw it to the infield, so there'll be an error on Gaynor. Both runners move up, so it'll be runners on second and third. 2 down. So Hayworth have a chance to put the Browns on the board. So 806 and above will get the job done. 765 and above to extend the inning. Not much of a chance here. It's not much of a hitter. Oh, but he defies the odds and gets a base hit to left. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in, and St. Louis has a 2-0 lead here in the 4th on the pinch hits. On the single by Hayworth, 2-run single. Foster not pleased with that, as Thomas goes up and talks with him. Kramer up now, and the pitcher Kramer gets a base hit. Definitely not happy with that. So that brings up the top of the order. Clary is 0 for 2 on the day. Oh, there's another base hit to center, so Foster being hit pretty hard here in the 4th, as the runner comes, as Hayworth will come and score from second. RBI single for Kramer. For Clary. So 3 runs in already for St. Louis. For Gutteridge. Gutteridge will 1 for 2 on the day. And that's a hard ground ball to second. Backhanded grab to his left, and Wagner throws the Hobitzel for the out. But St. Louis puts up a 3 spot, and after 4 leads it 3-0 over the Red Sox. So Kramer on the mound now with the lead. Gaynor, Thomas, and Scott up for the Red Sox. Gaynor 0 for 1 in the day. 668 and above to get on. And he'll ground out to second. Throws over McQuinn for the out. So that'll bring up the catcher, Pinch Thomas, 0 for 1. 725 and above to get on. And that's a hot shot. Hard line drive to short. Stevens dives to his right and makes the great catch for the out. So 2 outs and nobody on for Scott. 1 for 1 on the day. And hard ground ball to short. Backhanded grab to his right. And Stevens throws over to McQuinn for the out. So that'll do it. So nothing doing for the Red Sox in the 5th. So halfway through, it's St. Louis 3 and Boston nothing. Stevens steps up to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. 677 and above to get on. And this will be a shallow pop up to the catcher. Thomas will squeeze it for the out. 1 down. Burns up now, 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll lace a single to right. Speaker gets it in quickly to hold him to a single. So 1 out base runner for St. Louis. Brings up Krivich. Krivich 0 for 2 on the day. Foster looks the runner back. See if he's going to get the lead. Does not get the lead. He'll have to stay put. And that's a hard shot to third. Ground ball. Gardner fields it, throws to Wagner, on to Hobitzel, double play. So the Red Sox turn the twin killing. And that'll do it for the St. Louis in the 5th. But they lead at 3-0 going into the 6th. Red Sox managed only 2 hits so far off of Kramer. Foster, Wagner, and Gardner up. Foster hit away. Decent hitting pitcher. And deep fly ball to center. Krivich will run it down for the out. Foster gave that one a ride, but nothing but a long out there. So Wagner up now, 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll lace a single up the middle. 3rd hit of the day for the Red Sox. And now we don't want to try to steal, not down by 3. And we will just swing away here. Gardner up now. And he'll hit a shallow fly ball to right. Burns will track it down for out number 2. See if Speaker can stretch out the inning here. Extend the inning. He'll need a 596 and above to do that. 1 for 2 on the day. And that will not do it as he hits a deep fly ball to center. Krivich drifts to his left and will make the catch. We're out number 3. So through 5.5, it's St. Louis 3 and Boston nothing. Foster back on the hill for another inning. One leads it off. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And that'll be a shallow pop to the catcher. Thomas will toss away the mask, wait for it, and make the catch. So that'll bring up Gene Moore, 1 for 2 with a run scored all. And he strikes out. Foster strikes him out. Foster's first K of the day. So 2 down now and nobody on for Hayworth. Hayworth 1 for 2. Had a big 2-run single back in the 4th inning to get the scoring started. Also scored on a hit. And fly ball to right. Speaker makes a 1-handed catch for the out. So that'll do it. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. So after 6 full, it's Browns 3 and Red Sox nothing. So Lewis will lead it off for the Red Sox in the top of the 7th. 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to hit one to right field. This will be for extra bases. So a leadoff double gets the Red Sox in business here in the 7th inning. Hobitzel up now, 0 for 2 on the day. See if he can get the run home. And Deep fly ball to center. Krivich will drift to his left and make the catch as Lewis holds. So brings up Gainer 0 for 2. Gainer only has 668 above to get on. And he will strike out swinging. So Kramer with his second K of the day. So 2 outs and runner on second for Thomas. So 783 and above will get the run home. And this one's going to be hit hard to right. But Burns is there and will make the catch. 7th inning stretch time. So the Red Sox waste a leadoff double. So Foster back out there. This is likely to be his last inning. Kramer up now. Kramer 1 for 2 on the day. And he'll get his second hit of the day. So Kramer having a good day at the plate and on the mound. As he gets himself a leadoff single. Brings up Clary. Clary 1 for 3 on the day. And he'll draw a walk, so Foster in a little bit of trouble here. And that is going to be it looks like, as the manager is going to come to pull out Foster. So he's at 3 runs, responsible for both runners on. So we're going to bring in now. Let's use our bench coach, since we're really not familiar with a lot of these batters here. Let's see who we have coming up. Stevens, Burns, Krivich. Looks as good as anybody. Actually, he's a starter that I don't really want to bring him in. Actually, everybody was a starter pretty much back then. Let's see. I guess we can bring him in. Let's just see how many games he started. He only started 6 games out of 38, so he was a reliever quite a bit. So we'll bring in Carl Mays in relief here. Alright, so Foster's day is done. Carl Mays comes in from the pen. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Gutteridge up now. Gutteridge 1 for 3 on the day. Mays looks in for the sign from Thomas. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he strikes him out. So Mays strikes out his first batter he faces. Doesn't get any easier now. Vern Stevens up now. Stevens 1 for 3 on the day. He'll need a 695 and above to get on. And he'll hit a ground ball to third. Toss to Wagner. To Hubitzel. Double play. Mays comes in and shuts the door. It remains a 3-run lead for the Browns. Time running out for the Red Sox. They'll have Scott, Mays, and Wagner up, as Mays will most likely be pinch hit for here. Down by 3. Scott 1 for 3 on the day. And he'll hit a fly ball to center. Krivich just under it, makes the catch. So Kramer cruising right along. He's only allowed 4 hits for the Red Sox. And it's just walked 1 batter. I don't think we're going to really amazing, but check out his stats anyway. 237, so yeah. So we're gonna pinch hit. Let's see who we're gonna bring in here. Let's just go. Let's check out plate appearances here. Harry Hooper. We'll let Harry Hooper come in and pinch hit. You know Harry Hooper. Not have a great year then, but we'll bring him in. Let's see if they. Yeah, Harry Hooper, why not? Alright, so Harry Hooper comes in the pinch hit for the pitcher Mays. And he's going to give this one a ride. Deep fly ball to center, but Krivich will run it down for out number 2. So it brings up top of the order Wagner. Wagner 1 for 2 also has a walk on the day. And this will be a hard ground ball to short. Stevens scoops it up and throws McGuinn for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Red Sox in the 8th again. And let's see who we're going to bring in now. Oops. Let's go to the bullpen here. Could bring in Babe Ruth. No, he's a starter, so we don't want to bring in him. Let's see here. Smokey Joe Wood. He definitely did not pick the best pitcher for this matchup for the Red Sox. He did have 9 games in relief, though. Yeah, why not? We'll bring him in for an inning. Let's bring in Smokey Joe for an inning. So Smokey Joe Wood comes in. He was 17 and 13 on the season. Oh, for some reason I was looking at complete games. Oh well, it's alright. I was thinking complete games was the game started and okay. Oh, whatever. We'll let him pitch an inning. So Burns comes in, 1 for 3 on the day. Up to the plate, 647 and above to get on. And he'll line a single off of Wood. Brings up Krivich. Krivich 0 for 3. 700 and above to get on. And hard line drive to third. Gardner reaches and pulls it out. Pulls it in for the out. So 1 down in the bottom of the St. Louis 8th. Going up now, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, and he's going to line a double. Wow. So Wood not looking too good. See if he's going to take the extra base. And he will score for all the way from first. So that is going to be it for Wood. Take him out. Wood not used to relieving here. That could be part of it. Let's just bring in this guy. Check this guy out. Yeah, games 18 started 9, so this guy we should have probably brought in anyway. Alright, so Veen in now. There we go, that makes sense with the lefty-lefty. So, runners on second base. 4-0 now. as Moore steps in the box. 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he's going to line a single. And see if McGuinn's going to score. He will. So the bullpen cannot hold the 3-run lead. And it's a 5-0 lead now. No longer a save situation. Hayworth up now. 1 for 3 with a couple RBIs. And that'll be a hard line drive to left. And Lewis will make the catch, not even having to move for that one. So 2 down now for Jack Kramer. Kramer looks like he's going to hit for himself. Pitching is going to go for the shutout, and he strikes him out. St. Louis scores 2 and leads it now 5-0. So the Red Sox, with their work cut out for them in the top of the 9th, need 5 runs. Gardner, Speaker, and Lewis up now. Kramer back out there, looking for the complete game. Gardner 0 for 3 on the day. And he'll hit a shallow fly ball to center. Krieger is there and makes the catch. So then we have Speaker 1 for 3. And Speaker will hit one back soft ground ball to the pitcher. So Red Sox down to their last out. Not looking good. Only managed 4 hits off of Kramer. Kramer pitching a gem. Lewis up now 1 for 3 on the day. And this will do it, looks like. Ground ball to third. Clary up with it, over to McQuinn, and that'll do it. As the St. Louis Browns of 1944 shut out the 1915 Boston Red Sox. Ouch. Not much offense generated by the Red Sox. And the Browns, with a bunch of no-name guys other than Stevens, looked pretty good. So let's exit here and check our box score. Make it official. So the Boston team's greatest team's not off to a good start so far. 0-2. Star cannot be good for us. Let's see if we can figure out what that star has got to be for player of the game. No, it's got to be for Kramer here. Pitches a complete game shutout, allowing only 4 hits with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Lou Foster 6 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 3 runs, and none of them were earned though. So Foster definitely deserved a better fate, walking 2, striking out none. And who committed the error here? 2 errors, Lewis and Gaynor for the Red Sox. So hitting stars. So they gave it to Hayworth. 1 for 4 with a run scored. He started the scoring off with a 2-run single. I believe back in the 4th inning to get the scoring started. Yeah, nothing else. Quinn also was 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored and an RBI. Moore was 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. And Burns was 2 for 4 with a run scored. For the Red Sox, not much offense there. Single hits by Wagner, Speaker, Lewis, and Scott. But that was all the offense that the Red Sox could muster today. So that is it, as the 1915 Boston Red Sox fall to the 1944 St. Louis Browns. They definitely played like they were the Cardinals. So Boston team's 0-2, so we'll see what we can do here. We'll maybe feature one of these other greatest teams. Take a look and see what we can find here. See if we can find a good pitching matchup, or a good matchup in general, and we'll play that out. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from High Ground Gaming. My co-host, Mr. Brody, snoozing away, and I'll be snoozing away pretty soon. And just to let you guys know, we'll probably do a video on it. I'm not sure yet, but did some pickups from Inside Sports Games. Picked up some games for the Inside the Crease Hockey. Some great Bruins seasons there. let you know about them. Maybe do a replay. Thinking we might do a replay. I mean a career play, since all the seasons were represented for Bobby Orr's career. The ones with the Bruins anyway. So we may do a Bobby Orr career play from the Bruins using inside the crease hockey. We were gonna do like seasons and stuff like that from that, but there's just, you have to play every game. It just takes way too long. So, and especially the hockey and the basketball games take a long time to play each game. So I think we may just, do a career of Bobby Orr, play a few games from his career, or maybe just play every game. We'll see. Maybe just a few select games. But so yeah, or we might just record every one of them and just upload the good ones. We'll see. Also picked up a couple of seasons from the Inside the Paint. A couple other good seasons from the 60s. Well, one from the 60s and one from the early 70s. So we had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and a bunch of other John Havlicek and some other good Boston players, as well as some great NBA players from that era. And so yeah, so we picked up some good seasons from inside sports games. So alright, so thank you for joining me. It's American High Ground Gaming. My co-host Mr. Brody. We'll see you in the next Digital Diamond Baseball video. So take care and God bless. Bye bye.